आइए जानते हैं रोहित शर्मा ने क्या कहा टीम इंडिया के प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बांग्लादेश टूर ऑफ इंडिया में होने वाले टेस्ट मैचेस की सीरीज के लिए।
No, sir. Look, at the end of the day, you're playing for your country, right? So there is no dress rehearsal kind of stuff happening here. Every game that we play is important, and every game becomes important because of what is at stake. World Test Championship. Still, the table is quite wide open, and you want to win every game. So. Doesn't matter where we play in 2 months' time. We want to win here. We want to win this test match. So I think we have to focus on how we can win this series and the test match. So rather than looking too far ahead, I think it's important. We are starting, after a long time actually. 1 month is a long time. So it's nice to have everyone back and then start the season on a high. That has been what we've been talking about, and obviously when the test match starts, you got to see where you stand and then take it from there. Some things are very straightforward. You don't need to think too much about. Look, when we select 11, a lot of thought goes behind what people have done for 10-15 years, what people have done, how many runs they've scored in the last 2 or 3 series, what is the form, and everything. What kind of experience an individual brings to the table, and who's the match winner, who can have an impact in the game more than anyone else. So those are the things that we discuss usually, and we discuss based on what we feel is right in terms of an individual player, and like some things are just there in front of you. You just have to pick them up and put it in the block, as simple as that. So I think for us, when we played the last series in India, there were a lot of players who got injured, unavailability, and missed because of various reasons. Right now there are some injuries, yes. Few guys are still at NCA, but we've got majority of the squad here. So it's good to have everyone, to be honest, and it makes it easier when everyone's available. You got to pick your best 11 based on.
अगर आप ऐसे ही मैच के किसी खास पल को फिर से देखना चाहते हैं तो वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन पे आपको सभी के लिंक मिल जाएंगे।
No, it's always tough.
मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में।
Let's be honest, it's not easy when you not play for a period of 6 to 8 months. But see, good things is a lot of guys in the squad are quite experienced with that. It is not the first time this has happened where we've not played cricket for 4 or 5 months and we've just come back. It has happened it has happened previously as well, which is why it was important for us to have this little camp over here in Chennai. We assembled here on 12th, and we've had good time spending hours on the field, getting everything together. It is tough, but see, now people are so experienced. They managed themselves pretty well, and guys who've not played a lot of Test cricket obviously went on to play Dulip Trophy, which was good. So in terms of preparation, in terms of readiness, I feel we are quite ready for this game and what lies ahead of us. So it was a good little prep that we had before this test match. It was important to utilize that time, and I thought we utilized this little camp that we had in Chennai pretty well. Yeah, we will always keep that in the back of our mind. You want your best players to play all the games, but that's not possible because there is so much cricket that happens. It is not only Test cricket. There is T20 cricket happening in the middle of the Test series as well. So you got to understand everything and then see what is best for the team, and then manage your bowlers around it. We've laid out some plans how we're going to manage these bowlers. But again, it all depends on the workload that has been carried by them in these games. So yeah, we'll monitor that. I think we've done that pretty well. Even when we played against England, we managed to get Bumrah one test match off. We managed to give Siraj one test match off. So it all depends on how their body feels at that particular time, what the SNC and the physios feel about them, when is the right time to give them a break from the game, and then take the call. At the end of the day, like I said, you want everyone to play all games, but we'll see how we can manage that. We've got a lot of bowlers who are there for us. We saw Dulip Trophy, there were some exciting prospects in Dulip Trophy as well. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the kind of bowlers that are waiting in the wings for us. I know there were a lot of chatters about ICC tournaments and all that, but see, every series, if we don't win the bilateral series, again, we know how it works. The talks will start happening around how we lost the bilateral series. We shouldn't have won. We shouldn't have lost, and all of that. So I see with India, it's different ball game compared to the others. I think it's not how it works possibly for the other countries. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But I'm an Indian cricketer. I can only talk about India. But every series, every tournament that we play becomes so important, and not only for y'all, for us also. We want to win. So there's no way in my mind that we won one trophy so that now we can relax and sit back and enjoy. It doesn't work like that. I think us cricketers, we've got limited time to play the game, to make an impact in the sport that we play. So you got to try and do your best, try and win possibly everything you can, whatever is there in front of you. So that's probably what runs in my head most of the time. How I can win, and I'm sure it's the same for the players as well. Yeah, that's what I feel. Everyone, there are only handful of people in world cricket who've had a very smooth ride. I'm talking about since the time when cricket started till now. A handful of cricketers who have had no issues all their life. It was all good. So everyone has up and down career. It keeps moving up and down. I think the best thing that you have to do at that point in time is just understand yourself and understand what is expected out of me, and what do I need to bring to the table for the team. I think with KL, the kind of quality he has, everyone knows about it. And I can only talk about since I started captaining, the kind of messaging that has been given to him from our side was very simple, that we wanted him to play all games, and we want him to bring the best out of him, and it is our duty as well to bring the best out of him. It's important that we give him that clear message that this is what we expect from you, and I think we have done that. And since he's come back now, he's played a great knock. He's played, got 100 in South Africa, got a 80 in that first test match in Hyderabad, and then got injured. Unfortunately, didn't play any of the games after that. So yeah, I mean, look, it's there for us to see. The guy's got the talent, and it's important that we give him clear messages every time we get an opportunity to speak to him, and that's what we have done. And yeah, I hope he continues from where he left in Hyderabad. He's got the game to play, the spin, the seamers. So I don't see any reason why he can't flourish in Test cricket. Obviously, the opportunities are there now. Obviously, spending so much time in international cricket, it's for him also to understand now how he wants to take his career forward. Honestly, you don't need to speak too much to them. They are very new to Test cricket. Jaiswal, Jurel, Sarfaraz, all of them, and we saw the glimpses of what they can do with the bat, and Jurel especially with his gloves behind the stumps as well. So they have everything that is required to be a top player for India in all three forms. Now obviously with time we have to nurture them, we have to groom them, we have to keep talking to them, which we will do. But at the end of the day, when you're playing a sport like this, it all depends on what you think in your mind as well. And I think they're very clear with what they want to do. They're very hungry to play cricket for India. They want, and they're very hungry for success as well. Jaiswal especially had a great series, when we played last time. And then Jurel showed what he is capable of as well, with the bat, getting those runs under pressure, very tough situations. And Sarfaraz as well, being fearless, not worrying too much about, what happens outside of it. So you need all kind of players in your squad these days. It's not about just having one sort of player. You need all sorts of players who are fearless, who are cautious, at the same time, responsible as well. So, and I think we have that mix of everything, which is a good sign. देखिए नया स्टाफ बिल्कुल है, बट मैं गौतम गंभीर और अभिषेक नायर दोनों को बहुत अच्छे से जानता हूँ. मॉर्निंग मॉकल के साथ आमने सामने क्रिकेट खेला है, काफ़ी टफ क्रिकेट खेला है. और रायन के साथ कोई आई थिंक 1-2 मैच खेला है, बट इतनी बातचीत हुई नहीं है दोनों के बीच में. बट जो मैंने श्रीलंका में एक्सपीरियंस किया उनके साथ, मुझे काफ़ी सेंसिबल और काफ़ी अंडरस्टैंडिंग पर्सनालिटी लगे कि किस तरीके से उन्होंने चीज़ें को समझना शुरू किया बहुत जल्दी से टीम में. और जहाँ तक बात है गौतम गंभीर और अभिषेक नायर की, जैसे मैंने बोला कि मैं उनको अच्छे से जानता हूँ. श्रीलंका में पहला सीरीज था, अभी दूसरा सीरीज कर रहे टीम के साथ. तो देखिए सबका अपना अपना एक स्टाइल होता है. राहुल भाई, विक्रम राठौर, पारस मामरे, उनका टीम को चलाने का तरीका अलग था, इन लोगों का अलग होगा. सो यू हैव टू एक्सपेक्ट. एंड मैंने तो पहले से ही सोचा था कि अलग होता ही है, क्योंकि इतने कोचेस के साथ काम किया है, 17 साल से खेल रहा हूँ, तो कोचेस लोग तो अलग अलग मिलेंगे ही. तो सब अलग अलग कोचेस के साथ काम किया है, तो आपको समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि हर कोच अलग अलग पर्सपेक्टिव से आते हैं, अलग अलग मेथड से आते हैं, तो आपको एडजस्ट करना बहुत जरूरी है. तो कोई अभी तक कोई ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम्स या कोई इश्यूज है नहीं हमें एज अ प्लेयर्स. बट जैसे मैंने बताया कि अगर अंडरस्टैंडिंग है दोनों के बीच में, बस वो सबसे ज़रूरी चीज़ है. एंड आई थिंक हमारे बीच में अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत अच्छा है. और दूसरा चीज़, बांग्लादेश के बारे में देखिए, सब टीम को इंडिया को हराना है, इंडिया को हराने में मज़ा आता है. मज़े लेने दो उनको, बट हमारा काम है जो हमको करना है, जो है कि हमें मैच कैसे जीतना है. हम ये नहीं सोच सकते कि हमारे सामने जो टीम खेल रही है वो हमारे बारे में क्या सोच रही है, उनका थिंकिंग क्या है. इंग्लैंड भी जब यहाँ पर आए थे, उन्होंने भी काफ़ी बातचीत की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में और ये वो, बट हमने कोई उस चीज़ पे फोकस किया नहीं उतना. हमारे को ज़रूरी था कि हम रिजल्ट्स को हमारे तरफ कैसे लाएं. तो हमारी कोशिश अभी भी यही रहेगी कि हम क्रिकेट कैसे अच्छे तरीके से खेलें, ज़्यादा ऑपोजिशंस के बारे में ना सोचें, क्योंकि अभी आप टीमों की बात करो तो सब टीम के सामने इंडिया ने क्रिकेट खेला है, ठीक है. तो आपको कोई स्ट्रैटेजी, कोई अलग से कोई स्ट्रैटेजी बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. कोई 1-2 नए लड़के आते हैं टीम में, उनके बारे में आप थोड़ा सा सोच के यू कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड. बट चाहे बांग्लादेश हो, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो, इंग्लैंड हो, जिम्बाब्वे हो, केनिया हो, सॉरी केनिया ने तो खेला नहीं है काफी टाइम, केनिया ने इंडिया के साथ खेला नहीं है, बट न्यूजीलैंड हो या कोई भी हो, आप टीमों के सामने इतना क्रिकेट खेलते हो तो आपको कुछ अलग चीज करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है। एक दो लोग नए नए आते हैं टीम में, उनके बारे में आप डिस्कस करो और आगे बढ़ो। तो हमारी कोशिश भी इनके सामने ऐसे ही रहेगी कि हम हमारे गेम पे फोकस करें।
और अगर आप ऐसे ही मैच के किसी खास पल को फिर से देखना चाहते हैं तो वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन पे आपको सभी के लिंक मिल जाएंगे। ऐसे ही रोमांचक टूर्नामेंट के हर अपडेट के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में।